Hey, how's everyone doing today? I just wanted to give an update video on my project Bachmann Spectrum SD-45. So far, I decided that I wanted to do a more of a tribute locomotive to my province of Nova Scotia that I live in. And the main colors are of our flag are blue and white. And then we have our coat of arms and everything that has a few other different colors in it. So, like, our main symbol is in the middle of our flag is the Scottish, getting tongue tied, the Scottish coat of arms. So that has a bit of red in it and a little bit of goldish yellow. But I'll get to that eventually. So, on this build here, I used the combination of airbrushing and hand brushing. So my main coat was white, and then I did I was gonna go the cab all blue, but the airbrushes are pretty cool in a way where you can, eh, you know, get away with doing stuff like that. So I was able to keep the front of it white, which I thought was pretty awesome. And then I had to do I still have to do a bit of touch-ups, like the locomotives. Like, I'm gonna say about 60% done right now. But yeah, I still have to do a little bit of touch-ups with the brush. I had some extra detail parts laying around, so I put a beacon light on it and an antenna. And I put some. They don't work, but I put the extra ditch lights I had on it. I mean, it is possible to wire them up. Everything's possible, but maybe down the road, see what happens. And to get the lines straight, all I don't really have an example with me, but I just use a thicker piece of paper, really. And I mean, you can use like tape for masking too, but I use a small thick piece of paper, and that's how I get straight lines with an airbrush. And then if I need any touch-ups afterwards, I can just hand brush. So it's not really too difficult at all. And but yeah, that's how I got the blue lines straight. I just used a thick piece of paper to make sure I didn't get overspray, and it worked out pretty good. The vents, I still got to touch up a little on those, but of course that's just all hand brush paint, and I could still use a bit of touch-ups on it. And then the same thing with the back. I used a thick piece of paper to get the line straight, because I just wanted a little bit of blue right there. I didn't do any painting detail to the fans yet, but I will get there. So I want to put a little bit of black here on that vent, and a little bit of black on that vent too. And I do gotta put a little bit of goldish yellow on it, but I think that's gonna be a bit on the railings more so. So the railings I'm thinking, are gonna be a mixture of white and a goldish yellow color that I can mix up, which is not gonna be difficult at all. And we'll just turn the locomotive here around to the other side. And like I say, the same thing with this side. I just used a thick piece of paper to prevent overspray with the airbrush, and then any touch-ups I had to do, I just used a hand brush. And the little blue trim around the steps, of course I did that with a hand brush. That's not airbrush. So yeah, the main body airbrush, the cab airbrush, and the blue lines going down both sides, airbrush. Right down here, airbrush. And right there, airbrush. And then all other details are going to be hand brush, of course. And then some hand brush touch-ups. Like, I had a little bit of overspray here, a tiny little bit, so I just used the hand brush afterwards to fix all that up. And I got a few more detail parts I'll likely add to it. And the handrails, the small handrails, I'm going to paint those another color too. I haven't quite decided yet. The little walkways there, you can move those. They are movable. And I haven't decided on a color for those yet. So I'll have to think about that one. And then I'll have to look around for more detail parts, but I think I have enough on the roof, so I'm pretty happy with that right there. And then I could order more Cape Breton Central Nova Scotia decals, which would be fine for this locomotive. But what I really want to do, and I was told I can get a decal paper from Amazon and create my own decals, because I would like a little, Nova Scotia flag on the side of it, which would be pretty awesome, really. That'd work all kinds of good. But yeah, this is what I have so far for it, and I still have to put some micro satin on it before I do any other decals. And I kind of like that finish because it's in between satay and gloss. I wanted to go gloss, like shiny gloss, but I ran out of that stuff. But I have the micro satin's good enough. I like it. It's a good in between. And I'll put a coat of that on before I do any decals. And also, it'll protect the paint too, because the acrylic paint is very fragile if you have no protection on it. But with that said, I love acrylics because if you make a mistake, it's not very hard to fix. Like my first time I painted the cab there, I accidentally dropped it, and then it was easy to fix. I just ran it underwater, washed all the water-based acrylic paint off, and it was an easy fix. So then I just let it dry, and then I airbrushed it again. So it was a pretty simple fix, and that's why I like acrylics, because easy to work with, they dry really quick, and if you make a mistake, easy to fix. Like if there was a part I didn't want right now, I could literally take what's left of my fingernail and scrape something right off. So, and that's another reason why I have to lock it in once I got the details done I want to do with a clear coat. That way you give your paint a lot of protection. And I was thinking of taking the fuel tank off too, and doing the fuel tank either. I don't mind it black, I really like it, but I was thinking maybe white or blue. I haven't quite decided yet, but it really set it off pretty nice. Even the trucks, I was thinking of doing the trucks another color as well, either a white or a blue. But I'll have to experiment around and see. It's a lot of fun. I love building undecorated locomotives. It's just well, basically it's a model kit, right? These are model trains, they're model kits, which makes them a lot of fun. But yeah, so this is my update on the Bachmann Spectrum SD-45. And I hope everyone takes care, has a great day, and I'll have a update video on it soon. Alright.